So, question to my family, male and female. This is a question I want to ask you. Why did you choose to stay in an abusive relationship? At the end of the day, if somebody's constantly putting their hands on you, that's not love. That's not love. At the end of the day, it's just somebody who's just over aggressive, and there's no reason for a person to constantly keep putting their hands on you. If you're in a relationship like that where somebody constantly just like every time you turn around, there's trust issues within that relationship. Most times, situations like that, either it came from a bad parenting or an abusive family, where that man or woman was abused by their father and mother on a continuous basis, and that's all they know because that's how they've been raised. Now, my thing about that is this: like, if somebody constantly keep putting their hands on you, and at the end of the day, they just beating you down like you somebody on the street, it's best that you go ahead and just walk out of that relationship, because that's the signs of a lot of things. Sometimes that can lead to, the individual, decided to take you out. People play around with it too much. If I see signs of my woman, constantly putting her hands on me or picking up stuff and want to do things to me, I'm going to leave. And I'm not even going to tell her that I'm leaving. I'm just going to leave. I'll call you when I get to where I'm going at. Because sometimes also when you tell somebody that, look, I'm leaving, I'm leaving you. You constantly putting your hands on me. I'm out of here. Next thing you know, they really go off. Then next thing you know, they grab you and it's like something's wrong with them. Like it's like something takes over them. Then they really start to abuse you. So me personally, as in a relationship with situations like that, I would leave. I wouldn't stay in an abusive relationship, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. And the reason why I say that, especially mentally and physically, and the reason why I say that, because if somebody is just so negative, they constantly tearing you down. And I know that a lot of y'all, when y'all married and stuff like that, you said to through thick and thin, and to death do us apart. But sometimes you have to understand and realize some of the relationships were not meant for that individual. Sometimes people just jump relationship because they don't want to be alone. And that's the same thing like when somebody's putting their hands on them. They allow it because they don't want to be alone. But is that a good excuse? Listen, let me share something with you. And it's for the men. Men, for every one man, there's at least 10 women. Why? Because men are dying at a numerous rate. So there's always more women out there. So if you got a woman that's totally disrespecting you, mentally or physically, then as a man, it's best to leave. I know you love your children and all that, but you still can take care of your children without being in that relationship. Yeah, you're going to get consequences, like financial situation that's going to come about. But I wouldn't worry about that, man. I mean, your life is more important than going to child support or just being attacked constantly. So in reality of that, I would think about that, man. I would say, what, is it really worth me being in this relationship knowing that this person constantly putting their hands on me? No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, most men, don't really go through this as much, but you do got some guys that do go through it. And a lot of guys don't want to talk about it because they probably feel as though, like, it is a sign of being soft. I'm not manly enough. I shouldn't be letting this woman put her hands on me. And sometimes it's not always that, man. A lot of guys, man, it's just that, the way they've been raised up. Me personally, like, it'd be kind of hard for me to let a woman hit me. I'm just being honest with you. I wouldn't let a woman put her hands on me. I wouldn't go through it. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I have to find peace within myself so that I don't go to a point where I put my hands on her as well. Because a woman can get under your skin to the point where you want to touch her. And what I mean by touching, you want to physically abuse her. And sometimes as a man, you got to walk away, and that's why I say a lot of time, when you provoke to the point where you don't have no choice, where she's beating on you, you got to defend yourself, and I also believe in, if a woman want equal rights, that also goes into play as well. Because at the end of the day, you saying that I want the same rights as a man, but yet I can still get away with things as a woman. And that's not fair to the man. Because you already know that if you put your hands on a man, 9 times out of 10, if he hits you bad, all you got to do is call the cops. They're going to come after him regardless of what he say. Even if you were the one that was the abuser, it doesn't matter. But me personally, as in a relationship, I definitely wouldn't be in a relationship that's abusive. Sisters, I'm telling you at the end of the day, because you're a woman. And 9 times out of 10, if you and a man if a man is putting his hands on you, the only way you go to defend yourself is by picking up something. Some women, that's a small portion, could probably beat that man. But most men, real men, nah, it's not going to happen, sis. I mean, he's built that way to be like that because he's a lion. You know what I mean? And that's the whole point about being the king and all that, because he's the protector of that home. So personally, if you're in a situation like that and the guy's putting his hands on you, me personally, I will leave. Don't waste your time. Don't say bye. Get out of there. Don't tell him you're leaving. Because those type of individuals, if they constantly abusing you, they the type of kind that would go crazy and do crazy things to you. So I'll be very careful about what I say out of my mouth, but I will be plotting to leave. And when I leave, I would not tell him. Seriously, I wouldn't tell him. I had to, if you got one that's real crazy, like to play with guns and all that crazy stuff, sis, I get out of town. I'm serious. I would get out of town. I wouldn't even waste my time. You know what I mean? You want to waste your time, that guy come knocking your door, like, what the freak? Piece of man. And next thing you know, it's him. So, nah, I'll leave. I would definitely leave. I wouldn't waste my time with it. I would get out of it. So, that's my take here. When it comes to, like, being in an abusive relationship, I will leave. Don't stand there and let them keep beating on you, girl. Get the freak out of there. What is wrong with you? Wake the freak up. Love you. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be telling you this. You know what I mean? This is from my point of view. We all have opinions, but, at the end of the day, you make your life better. So keep that in mind. Love you. Have a blessed day. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's build. Come on, people. You know what I mean? I'm here to help you. I hope and I pray that you can help me as well. You know what I mean? Because I like to get more people to come to my channel and let's make some discussions. So, love you. Have a blessed day. I'm going to go take my daughter to go see the Orioles game. So, y'all take care.